It's World Season, baby! And I thought it might be a cool idea to harken back to the days of yore to check out the finals, I believe, of the very first League of Legends Worlds ever. Charlie, what do you think? You alright? Charlie's gonna be my co-caster for this whole video, and he welcomes you to this channel. What do you say? What did you say? He said to subscribe to the channel. Like the video? Also check out shopsycho.com for some cool clothing. He's usually a man of very few words, so you can take that with integrity, that he means it when he says that. But regardless, this is Fnatic versus Against All Authority. So, I'm going to have to apologize before we get really into things. Charlie, you don't really care, do you? This was filmed on a potato. This is truly not great quality. But it was a different time. So, Fnatic versus Against All Authority. We're in Game 3 of Finals right now, I believe. It did say, yeah, it's 1-1. So it says Game 2, but it's 1-1 each. So this is actually Game 3. We're off to a rip-roaring start. Alright, what's their teams here? We've got an ancient-looking Corky splash art. An even worse, horrible-looking Janna. Malzahar, Aurelia, Jarvan. We got super old Warwick, dude. Incredibly old Warwick. The ancient Warwick. Karthus, Brand, Ashe, Sona as well. Man, this is like... I think the thing I'm most interested at looking at, the thing I'm most interested to see is the level of play that we could potentially see here. Like... I know for a fact that even because like my like the mid laner for this game, Shushe, he was super well known for his Gragas. I had like friends in Plat Elo who only like a couple of seasons after Worlds would meet him in solo queue, in Plat, and I think this was before he was even given a World skin, because like if you don't know, obviously nowadays if you win Worlds you get your skin of the game and then some of that money goes to you or whatever, right? But back then when you won Worlds, it took a couple of seasons for them to even start giving them people skins. So I don't know why, but they had to backdate it to Fnatic and allow them to actually have their their World skins. And Gragas is in the game, and it is for Shushe, and I respect it a lot. Shushe was very, very funny. Oh, we got the invade coming in. Alright, man, you know this is Season 1. Because my man just Jarvan ganked and missed EQ. Bro, I honestly think, right, I know that Yellow Star is still pretty good today. I think, like, an Xpecky, I think, is retired. But honestly, see if you took these, and I know a lot of them probably developed to become great players over time after this, but I reckon if you put some like Silver 4 players, Silver 3 players today into a cage with these players, there's a very strong possibility that they had a fighting chance. Do you know what I mean? I think they would have a fighting chance. I'm trying to think like what abilities have actually changed since then. Obviously, Malzahar's W used to be he would drop a pull. So he drops his ulti, when he ultis, there's a pull underneath you. That used to be its own separate ability. Obviously, Aurelia, I'm not talking about just like fully reworked champions, because if we're talking that, Aurelia, she didn't have her high 10 style, where she could stun anybody if they're a higher percentage HP than her. Warwick got completely reworked. Corky package didn't exist. Karthus, pretty much unchanged, I would reckon. Sona, pretty much unchanged. Ashe, pretty much unchanged. Apart from her Q, which is a toggle back then. So you used to be able to toggle to solo. But now that's just how it works. Janna as well, I don't know. I think for the most part, she remains unchanged. If there is any changes, of course, it's vaguely minimal. Oh, I just realized we actually have, like, Brand versus Malzahar in the top lane. Oh, yeah, of course, Malzahar does have his Void Sphere, man. Of course. He hasn't got the benefit of having that, like, extra little bit of damage mitigation or CC. Well, not CC mitigation, because I think he still gets CC'd. But that extra little bit of, like, burst mitigation. We do have a gank coming out here. Warwick is just, like, like, honestly... Okay, I'll admit, Warwick ulti back then was nasty. It was just, like... He just, like... jutsus towards you, man. He just goes... and just teleport, instant transmission. He's on your face and he's clawing you. But pre-6, man, like, just walk, like, literally just walk away. And I know he walked away. He flashed and he got domed, but it's kind of insane how like Warwick was just like a farm up, out stat the person, really. Same with like old Aatrox. It used to be just a stat stick that was just there to like DPS check you. Instead of fighting like a player, you're fighting like a World of Warcraft boss or something like that. Charlie, are you even gonna pretend that you're interested in this pro play? Honestly, man. I mean, I'm not exactly surprised because there's not like a lot of damage on that bot lane, but they really did just all in and not even quarter health of soda. They walked out. Oh man, it was so tough. It's so weird seeing Karthus as like a mid laner as well, right? It's one of those things that you just like. Some people still play in mid. Don't get me wrong, and power to you, but like. Bro, it's like how junglers are, man. Like, Karthus is like so slow, man. Like, if you don't have flash, you're just a sitting duck. It's insane. And I understand you have your passive, and dying isn't the worst thing in the world. But I mean, this is a period of time. Like, does Karthus have revive? Is he got revive? He's not rocking zombie Karthus at the very least. That used to be like a genuine professional player strategy. Like, if you don't know what zombie Karthus is, essentially it's exactly what it sounds like. What you do is you run TP and revive, which is a spell that used to be in the game, and what does it do? It fucking revives you. Run in to the enemy team, die, do as much damage as possible where they cannot target you and they cannot kill you twice, then revive, teleport back to the fight, run in again, die again. But here's the trick: they can't kill you 3 times. And then yeah, let your team just kind of work with that. That was it. It was just like suicide Karthus. You just run in and do as much as you possibly can. Dying. Like, the main goal really was to blow up and act like you don't know nobody. Now, the main goal was to get as deep into the enemy team as you possibly could before you died, so that you could actually maximize the amount of damage you were going to do. It is insane how... I mean, Clairvoyance is in the game. I completely forgot. Like, we have the Janna rocking Clairvoyance there, usually used to, like, at the start of the game, Clairvoyance the enemy's fountain, see what items they're buying. Don't change your build path in any capacity, because that would be dumb. Like, you could Clairvoyance buffs to see where you knew the jungler was. You Clairvoyance his blue buff. Oh, nice job. You know where he's a blue buff. Obviously, he's a blue buff. Like, you start. They're on red side, man. They're gonna go blue buff. Yeah, it's stuff like that. I do miss it as a spell, to be fair, but I guess it does kind of exist with like the Farsight alteration. But yeah, there's just like not a tremendous sum of damage being done, and I guess it doesn't help when like your jungler literally pulls up, ease, misses the Q, so he doesn't flag and drag, and then walks away. That's insane though, man. So based, actually based. Of course, man. We got Xpeki here as well. The legend. He's not in the Cassidy though. He's not. I would argue it's almost impossible to do an Xpeki when you're playing Karthus. This was back when his auto attack was the worst auto attack in the game. Like, if you look here, you're gonna notice him basically never auto attacking. It was like the slowest little dribble of ectoplasm. What the hell is ectoplasm, bro? I don't know what it is. Death magic you've ever seen. Him, Ryze, and Anivia had the worst auto attacks. It was very difficult to CS with them, even as like a pro player, man. You just use your Q. Like, look at that. Look at the auto attack, right? When it comes out. Okay, he's either going to die and not get to use it, or he's going to do it and it's not going to do any damage. But they're pulling out. It's a good thing that nobody appears to be doing any damage here. I guess this is before, like, damage really got out of control. I mean, this is Season 1. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. The Infinite Duress goes down. The Wall of Pain as well. Malzahar is going for it, bro. He's going for it. If he Nethergrass under tower, though, he is going to be in a spot of bother. Nobody dies, so all we have is, like, one singular death. And it's onto that Malzahar from that gank in top lane. I'm realizing they've just kind of left, like, Shushi in mid. Just chilling, man. Like, it's crazy when you're looking at the CS nowadays, right? Like, can you imagine watching like a pro play game and at 10 minutes the jungler has 30 CS? It's like that'd be like you'd be the Jarvan has 28 CS, man. You'd be like, I'm gonna scream if that was on your team, man. They could be getting kicked off immediately. I mean, 77 CS is like it's incredible even by today's standards. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 70, but as like a gold player, you could probably do that not that difficultly. I mean, pro players they don't miss a damn CS these days. They walked in the hyperbolic time chamber. They don't miss their shots. Ah, the lizard. I miss the lizard. I swear he's not doing any damage to that thing, man. I swear he's not doing any damage. This was in 2011? Bro, we had Crisis. Skyrim came out like 5 months later. Listen, I know this was unironically a small indie game company. I'm not. That's low hanging fruit to make fun of it. All right, just show me the auto attack card so everybody doesn't think I'm lying. All right, you know exactly. You're proving my point by not using it because you know that nobody likes to use it, and it was the worst auto attack ever conceived. Charlie, was Karthus auto attack the worst thing ever? He said yes. You can't tell, but he said yes. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like Moscow 5, who like ended up like doing absolute bits and bobs in like season 2, I believe. Oh, they came third. Yeah, Moscow 5 came third. Season 2 is where that happened. They, like, shook up the damn game. They were the most aggressive people ever. Their games were, like, clown fiestas, man. And it was, like... and I can't stop talking about them, because, like, that was when I used to actually watch pro play. But this game is incredibly tame in comparison to some of the stuff that I've seen happen in a Moscow 5 game. I think they eventually rebranded, but I can't remember what they rebranded to. They were called Gambit. Gambit is what they were. Just look at that, man. Look at that insane... Like, I mean, they changed Aurelia because Aurelia's ulti was horrendous. I liked it. I mean, but most of the time, it was good for healing off of waves and... clearing waves, I guess. That's such an old ulti. It's... I don't remember when Aurelia was actually reworked, but it's been a long time now. We still got, like, Janna's, like, old model and stuff, man. She's seen better days, for sure. She got the glow up though, which is all that matters. 1 single kill. 13 minutes. Oh my god. I mean, honestly, I mean, it makes sense, right? It's like the first ever world championship. I think what was first prize? I think it was like 10k or something across the whole team. 50 grand. 10k each. Sorry, 10k each across every person on that team. And this was before, like, you know, I reckon, like, too many massive companies really got involved, like, before they really got their finger in the pie. So I presume there wasn't that many people involved to split the prize money. Like, the whole... I mean, if you see pictures of this event, it was, like, held in, like, a hotel, like, event room. It's not big. I've yet to see the Against All Authority jungler do... I mean, we got some actual engagement coming off here. We got the Valkyrie and the crescendo to mitigate the engage there. Took a lot of damage, actually. We've got such great lockdown as well on both sides. We like infinite duress off Warwick, on like just to make sure that Karthus can actually get some damage down. Oh, the dragon looks pathetic, man. The dragon looks so tiny. We got an actual infinite duress up there on the Aurelia. We can't see anything. Please pan up. There we go. Got a Cataclysm coming down there. Karthus looking mighty fine. Karthus looking very capable of doing some work here. He's in the middle of the entire enemy team. He's getting crazy amounts of damage down. They're going to have to back it off a little bit here. Got the space plasma going on him, though. I don't think it's going to be enough. That's just Karthus, baby. Even if Expeki died there, he was winning. But they have just such crazy lockdown. But I don't know, man. They could definitely be doing a lot more fighting here. 4-0, though. Very nice fight. Expeki hard carry that one, though, for sure. I mean, let's be honest, the Cataclysm from the enemy team also did pretty well for him. I think the Jarvan has actually somehow done more work for Fnatic than themselves, to be quite honest with you. I forgot about Madrid's Bloodraiser. Yeah, Warwick going to be doing some actual damage once he gets his Madrids up. Even stuff like the way that the bushes were, like the bush curving round blue buff, is just like wild, man. It's really tough watching this. First of all, because it's incredibly low quality. Don't get me wrong. I get it. When I was playing this at the time, it really looked not bad. But now, I guess like hindsight and, you know, we're living in a different time. This was like, this was a decade ago, man. Over a decade ago. I don't think League looks great anyway, but it certainly it's come a long way. We got to give it that much. And yet somehow this map got like 4 different variations for the season. Got Halloween skin, Christmas skin, summer snow skin, October skin. What else, man? Summer skin? I don't know if we got summer skin. Maybe it did. I can't remember. What did we get? Arcade pool. We got the Spotify logo in bot lane for a banner. Yahoo. Which one? What should I do? A goddamn backflip for the damn Spotify logo in my game? Wahoo, man. I'm gonna be like Chris Pratt as Mario. Wahoo. El Luigi. The pushes and like the rotation and like just, I mean, they've just left like Warwick mid, man. He's just absolutely shelling, man. Like you can tell that like the macro game is like non-existent, and it's really fun and it's really nice. It's cool to watch, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not complaining about it in any capacity because I'm like, man, League of Legends was pure back then. Here we go. Here comes Aurelia. Was it Heighten still? Was her E? Not gonna kill anybody though. Cataclysm comes down though. He needs to get the hell out of there though. The Cataclysm is real bad for that Karthus. Warwick comes in. Infinite Duress. Manages to knock him up. And the Heighten still as well. Stunning him. Going back in. Maybe a bad idea. Maybe a bad idea. Doesn't matter. Managed to pick up. Okay, Jarvan did something. Jarvan did something. Aurelia old abilities. I'm going to keep calling it Heighten still. I think that's her W though. I'm pretty sure W is her Heighten still. Actually. Equilibrium Strike, bro. That's what it's called. Heighten still is her passive that lets her heal. There's just like no rhyme or rhythm to where people were going. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I will admit the CS is like done pretty. The CS is improved dramatically, except like Warwick, who is hilariously like back then he was just like kind of a hard farmer. Like he was, you just farm on him, and then you stat check a full, and then if they F around, they find out, is what happened. But now, I mean, like, looking at this, he's barely even trying to farm. And he's not, I mean, he's ganked. Don't get me wrong, he's got, like, 4 assists. But trying to gank pre-6 on old Warwick was just like, it was just like, this is not happening. Unless they were severely pushed up, which happened all the time. Don't get me wrong. It was just like, unless you got CC, which I guess Karthus technically does with his Wall of Pain. But, I don't know. It's just, it's so cool looking at the level of play. No macro. The CSing is iffy. The team fighting is a bit of a shambles. You can tell there probably isn't like really much of a shot caller. If like Jarvan in a pro, if like let's say if like a Korean team or a Chinese team, or I mean not NA because like I don't know, they're doing like 0-18 right now or something. They haven't even taken a tier 2 tower yet in Worlds. If they tried to, if a Jarvan, like let's see like T1, their jungler Jarvan came bot, dropped E perfectly, miss Q, they would just stop the game. They just surrender and fire on the spot, man. Do you think he's seen another game? He's getting benched straight up, man. That's like probably illegal, man. You can't do that on the world's level. The dragon. I forgot dragon basically does nothing. Oh, hits a Corki. Cataclysm, you know what? Cataclysm onto the Karthus to actually stop him progressing onto your team is actually pretty smart. I cannot tell a thing that's going on. I know that that's Aurelia that's currently exhausted, but the Valkyrie's doing some burn. Warwick's doing some shenanigans right now. Corki a spot of bother here, Governor, as well. He's getting his ass run down. That Warwick is not going to let him get away there. Don't think that the flash from Bran was necessary. However, I respect the flash nevertheless. It's sad that went so badly because, I mean, you know what? It was like a 2 for 3. It really wasn't that bad. And it was Ashe and Karthus that dropped. That was still, regardless, like a very smart Jarvan only. Just, like, actually just Cataclysm the Karthus. If he wants to be on our team, he must flash. And if he does, I mean, you're also kind of walling off the enemy team a little bit as well. And with, like, Corki, in Jan and stuff, you can kind of hold them at bay a little bit potentially, and you know, it is what it is. I don't know what's happening here, man. They're just like wailing on Sona and Warwick, and they're just running. Pretty sure they win. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm almost convinced that they win that fight. Actually, you know what? They definitely don't, because Warwick is like 70 CS in 20 minutes. So 90 CS. I take it back. But there really is like, she's 015, but she has got 176 CS. I don't know if we were fully in the throes of like Aurelia being constantly like too strong and Riot nerfing her, but there was a very large part of time where that was the case. It was always a joke of like, oh, better nerf. Oh, what's that? Like, Karthus has got a 70% win rate. Better nerf Aurelia. Haha. I'm seeing Chalice of Harmony on the Aurelia. I'm seeing Philosopher's Stone on Janna. I'm seeing Heart of Gold on Janna. Cage's lucky pick, perhaps. I respect the. I think I'm assuming. Yeah, Cage's lucky pick should have been in the game at that point. Got Wit's End, old Wit's End. I have to add. We got Force in Nature, Old Void Staff, Madrids. I mean Trinity Force, Rod of Age. Oh, we got like a elixir as well. One of the old elixirs. I think the funniest thing about this as well, maybe... This Jarvan on Cataclysms are insane. When I can see what the hell was going on. I really should ask before I do this, if anybody has a goddamn bear streaming this, but I don't think one exists, man. I'm going to be quite honest with you. It's a shame that, like, this is part of, like, our history as League of Legends players. And, like... This is the best stream I could find. I found the WoW Esports one, and it was worse quality than this, which is tragic. Baron looks awful, man. Baron just looks so pathetic. He doesn't look nearly as intimidating to the point where I would want to throw the game for it. Man, you gotta like, come on, man, Corky, bro. It's so tough though. That Monson was actually pretty solid. That's very, very nice. Xpeki gonna drop. We've already used Pyroclasm. I can't see a damn thing, man. We're looking at 17 pixels on a goddamn screen right now. She died? Okay, I'm going to have to trust you on this one. Warwick has either got half health or he somehow exceeded his own health bar. I don't know which one. I think everybody's low, though. I hate to say it, but my webcam is better quality than this video. Man, these arrows are absolutely bonkers, man. They're just whipping them out for no reason. Like, I mean... I don't really know, but I feel like Ashe Arrow these days, because there's so many beefy lads and people are much smarter about it, you don't necessarily tend to see them as, like, full-blown, that is our engage anymore, you know? Like, when you look at it, their engage is Ashe Arrow. Maybe a Sona Flash ulti. That seems like a bad idea, though, granted, but it could be, you know? Whereas, like, nowadays, there's so much more to work with, like... You would probably layer that on top of something else. I'm not saying that you wouldn't, you don't, and you can, and you shouldn't. But it's pretty funny seeing, like, alright, Jarvan is their engage. Our engage is Ashe. Ashe Arrow, that's her plan. And to be fair to them, I don't know what's going on, but this Corky just keeps on getting hit by them. He can't stop getting hit by Ashe Arrows constantly. You know what I'm saying? Man, it is kind of wild, like, the gold difference is so similar. Although, that being said, like... Ashe is 80 CS down on Corky. Sorry. Sorry, man. What the hell? There we go. Cataclysm straight onto the cart. It's gonna flash out, though. Was that a Pyroclasm on one person? I don't even think it bounced, bro. Oh, Ashe Arrow. And still, like, nobody died. That was like a diabolical brand ulti there, man. It feels like a solo queue game. Like, your Ashe is bot lane. She's like, yeah, the arrow will be enough. I'll help. You're like, hey, we need a hand. You're like, our carry. Can you help us here? And they're like, can I interest you in a single spell? Wow. Ah. Okay, I really hope the enemy team can't see that. I don't think they can. Can they see the particle effects through the... I hope that's not a bug. I think that's a bug. They're trapped in that pit, man. They're so trapped in that pit. They're still winning the fight, though. They don't care. There you go. Pillar of Flame comes down. And really, just ending it straight in. 4 people. Boom. Not even able to pick up the Ashe. Karki's now running for his life. Sure, she's gonna chase him down. Kuja down. Unfortunate. He's playing Zombie Karthus awfully. No offense. He's not died nearly enough for Zombie Karthus. Alright, show me the Karthus auto attack on the tower, please. See, he's now blocking it. You can barely even see it, but it's awful. I can't stop talking about it. It's just bad. Bro, Janna's actually got 3 hard golds right now. I guess you need to... It was a tankier item. It was made for the tankiness, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Not even gonna hazard a Cage's lucky pick, Charlie? Are you not outraged? Would you like a pet? He was looking at me in the mirror and he was surprised when I touched him. He's an idiot. Even the commentary has like severely changed. And I know this is me like, I mean, I did an Amumu guide when I was like around the time of this series in like 2011. It was the second most popular Mobifier guide for Amumu and I was silver. And I sound bored as hell in that video, man. It's like, hey guys, this is a jungle guide for Amumu. And I do say, do not take red buff, give it to your AD carry. I don't think I understood what XP was, or gold. Freak just said he's got a thorn mail already. It is like 36 minutes into this game. I would be surprised if he didn't have like some items, you know what I mean? I don't know if what the hell is going on here, man? Alright, you got the tower. Cataclysm's probably gonna come down very soon. Or he's not, he's saving it. There we go, he drops it. Dropped it right on top of Ash, I think. I can't tell, bro. I think it was a Karthus. I can't tell, man. Okay. Oh, the Pyroclasm's still slamming. There we go. Roy managing to get down there. Stun onto the Aurelia. Bro, if this Warwick gets out, man, that is... Oh, he's not gonna get out. Turret killing, man. Get executed. Oh my god. My goodness. My goodness. This is gonna sound stupid because I was there. I don't even remember what Old Dragon did. Was it just money? I can't believe how many times I probably died for that thing. And it's just like... What's the point, man? What was the point? Do you know what? Do you know what's crazy? The observer for this game is in the game. If I recall, Freak is... And currently... They used to just have them in the game. Like, they used to just sit in the game and not take XP. But, I believe he's like... It's coded as like a Teemo or something that you can't see. You can't see them on the map anywhere. And they had to remake a game once because there was a Karthus and Freak was sitting in the base and got one shot by Karthus and granted the Karthus gold. Like, he got 300 gold for killing like an AFK spectator. Okay, Ash Arrow silence as well. Karthus is in. And oh, Monsoon out. That was decent. We got like a decent knock-up as well there for Jarvan, I think. Equilibrium Strike gets a stun. However, Aurelia falls. Cataclysm goes down. He's just getting clobbered though, man. Bro, they going for it, man. That's GG, baby. Just in case, by the way, anybody thinks that like Aurelia is trolling or Warwick is trolling or what have you, back in the day, Banshee's Veil did not provide any ability power. It just provided like the shield and then magic resistance. So I can't remember what else. I think it was maybe like mana or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it did not provide offensive statistics. So if you're like, this Aurelia built AP, she did not build AP. Got the old Last Whisper on Corki. We love it. I bloody love it. They're actually trolling, man. They're sitting on like... Oh, okay, they just use curve volumes, actually. I mean, you know what? Yeah, the Specky's down. He's taking so much damage, bro. Soaz. Yeah, man. I remember Soaz. This was a French team, I believe. Maybe? Was it? No. I'm thinking of Meet Your Bakers. They are French! I was right. Shut up, me. Yeah, this is so over. It's kind of crazy. This was like a bit of a stomp, man. And this is like... This is Worlds-ish, kind of. I say Worlds. It was Worlds in the sense... If you consider the lobby of a hotel inn or Holiday Inn. Look at the size of that crowd. Let's go, baby. Woohoo! Also, bye, Charlie. See you later, brother. Oh, it's DreamHack. Okay, it's not just a Holiday Inn. Yeah, it says DreamHack at the top as well. It's pretty funny, though. That is the first finals of League of Legends for Worlds. It's almost like a little bit sad because back then, like, this is no offense to anybody that played in Worlds, but like, who the hell were half of you? You know what I mean? Like just looking at the people that played, Team Game DD or something. Like, I don't know what the hell they played until like 2013. German Esports, like, it's fair enough. Pacific Esports, even like Against All Authority, like the team's disbanded. Zan, they don't even have a damn clickable. They don't even have a clickable profile, man. Only 2 of their members have like a page, and they're both retired, man. That's insane. Obviously, you've got your Fnatic, who are still in the game. People may have heard of Epic Gamer before. It's like a team that like Dyrus used to be on and stuff like that. There's like a lot of big names that ended up actually like being on that team. Like, you had Dyrus, you had like Double Lift was on that team as well. West Rise, people may recognize. Like, yeah, Afro, of course, man. The thing that like really was cool to me was that like these were just a bunch of people who just like did good in the game and ended up, you know, getting like a flight to Sweden to play this game. And ever since like they added like franchising and they like you have to pay like $10 million to eat, and there's only a certain number of slots in LCS or what have you, and you have to pay $10 million again because the sponsors will get mad otherwise. It's just a load of bollocks. It's such a load of nonsense. I think like when Warriors came out with them, I know we're gonna get into like weird tangent territory here, but like when Warriors came out, it was so exciting to me as a player because I was like, this kid goes from his bedroom to like a legend. That could be me if I was better at the game. And I'm certain a lot of people felt the exact same way. A lot of people were like, hey, that could be me. And you know what? It could have been you back then, before money was involved. But nowadays, yeah, no, unless you get like an already franchise team, like what's the point? You're just gonna be playing in like tier 3 leagues, and that's fine. But like, you're only doing that so you get noticed by a franchise team for performing well, you know? It's just, oh, it's just such a mess. But regardless, it felt really fun. It was really fun, and it was really nice to watch like such an old League of Legends game. It's been many years. I believe I watched it. I watched this live because I still have a very vivid memory of like Shushi's post-game interview about what he's gonna do with his money. So I'm pretty sure I watched this live. He was just like, I'm going to buy a suit of armor and a drum kit, and that was kind of it, man. I was like, respect. It was horrible. It looked bad. The quality was worse somehow. The quality somehow made the game look worse, which is hard to do because it already looks terrible. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this with me. It's definitely a long little ride, but a fun ride nonetheless. And yeah, if you've made it to the end of this video and you're somehow not subscribed, which I very doubt, there's a very small possibility of that happening, and just for that, I should ask, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are doing some cool stuff and making some cool stuff and making some fun stuff, just to pass the time, I guess. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video as well, because I hear it helps the algorithm. If you want to give me anything else you want me to check out, please do it. Don't do it for me, do it for him. Please. Go to shopcycle.com. Check out our merch store. We have some absolutely lovely stuff on there, some real top quality stuff. And every single time you buy a t-shirt or a shirt or anything, he gets a treat. It would be illegal not to, wouldn't it, Charlie? He knows I said his name. Yay, Charlie. See, he's not happy about that. I interrupted him when he was grooming himself. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.